Hey, Nick Artigo here. I'm going to show you how to use a BOSU, this half ball device, to work on your hamstring and gluteus strength as well as the ankle stability. We're going to do the one leg deadlift. Be sure before you stand on a BOSU that you can do the movement you're attempting to do on the BOSU on flat, solid ground. If you can't do the movement that you're attempting to do on one of these labile surfaces like a BOSU, if you cannot do it on solid ground, don't ever attempt it on the BOSU until you feel solid and balanced doing it on solid ground. So, a few different mechanisms we're going to call into play here. We can have the foot centered. There's usually a center, that white dot. You can have the foot centered where this is directly below the midfoot. That's one way to do it. We can also shift the foot behind the center. That will provide a little bit of range of motion work at the ankle, pulling the ankle into dorsiflexion and stretching out the calf. That's the way I prefer to do it because I do have some range of motion deficits at the ankle. So I like to work on that range of motion at the same time. Either way, if you need more ankle range of motion, and I'll link to a video in the description that will tell you how to see if you need more ankle range of motion. But if you need more ankle range of motion, then having the heel and the entire foot behind the center of the BOSU is a good way to do it. Some people will stand on the flat side, and feel free to do that, but it's at your own risk. The manufacturer, the company who markets it, they actually warn against that, so that's at your own risk. And this is what I like to do with barefoot because it gives me an opportunity to work on foot strength at the same time, but you can do it with shoes. So I'm going to have my foot behind the center. And the first thing I'm going to do is just find balance. I've got the chair in front of me, and I'm just finding balance first. I can have the toes of the other foot down. And then keeping the spine straight and avoiding rounding forward at the spine. I'm going to keep the spine nice and long. Push my floating leg back. You can see that the heel is stretching down toward the ground. I'm keeping a slight bend in my stance leg. Then I'm going to come up. Spine nice and straight. Leg back. And come up. You want to get to where you feel really balanced and very solid before you attempt to do this with weights. I like to have a chair or something in front of me as a target because my range of motion is not such that I can go all the way down to the floor or the BOSU and still keep neutral spine. So if I go down all the way, there's a point where, see, my spine is still straight and neutral. I go too far beyond here, my spine starts to round. I don't want that, especially with weight. Now, if I'm doing it without weight and I don't have any lower back issues that I'm trying to protect, then bending the spine can be okay. But beware. Here and up. Here and up. You will be shaky, even if you're very experienced. After a while, there's always the little motions at the ankle, little weight shifts at the hips, the riding reactions that keep you on your toes or on your heels, depending on how your weight is shifted. Anyway, it always keeps you focused and concentrated on what you're doing. It's not something you want to do when you have a lot of distractions. It'll work all the stabilizing muscles around the foot and ankle. It will call into play the glute medius and minimus a little more. And it'll hit the hamstrings, glutes, the whole posterior chain, give you that propulsive force while you're running, give you the stability when your foot hits the ground. If you got any benefit from this video, then leave a comment below. If you like more stuff, more content that's not available on the blog or the regular YouTube channel, then click the link that is connected to this video and you will have a chance to sign up for the Run Better Now VIP Club. Thank you.